Howdy, howdy, what is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning into my channel, The Stone Mandalorian. I appreciate you all taking the time to check out my video today. And this video, I'm going to be taking a look at some little subjects figures, and this is a quick wave from TMNT. I got some TMNT little subject figures. I used to be a really big fan. I still am. I love watching it. I've rewatched it so many times. Avatar: The Last Airbender, that used to come on Nickelodeon back in the day, which Dave Filoni worked on as well. But I absolutely loved that show. There's a lot of religion and philosophy in that show. Very, very good animation as well. That being said, I was looking at some Avatar figures, and I seen the McFarlane versions, and that not too bad. They don't look too bad, but I'm just not a huge McFarlane fan, to be honest. And then I started seeing some what was called loyal subjects, and I seen some of their Avatar: The Last Airbender figures. I don't have any yet, but I was checking them out, going down that rabbit hole, just doing some research, checking out what's out there, and then I came across those. I was like, oh, I've never heard of this loyal subjects brand before. They did start in 2009, and they've been going ever since, pretty strong. There's some mixed reviews about the toy line. A lot of people complain about we'll get into it right here. Their toys being very like light colored and plasticky, but they're very toyetic looking colors, and they just kind of, some of the accessories are a little cheap. People have said, I've heard and read before. But that being said, I got these at Ross for $10 a piece. I do believe they retail for 21, 22 bucks a piece. So they each come with an alternate head, some accessories. Never seen this Casey before. This one was interesting to me. He's got this like American flag goalie mask. I've never seen that before, so that's pretty cool. But he does come with the alternate head with the regular goalie mask. So that's kind of what I was after. But I got all the brothers here. You can see I got Donnie, Leo, Raph, Casey, of course, and then Mikey right here. We'll just go right here. Now, you will see that this says, on these boxes, it says BST AXN. That's basically just a hyphen for their new line called, it stands for Best Action. Best Action figures, pretty much. That's what BST AXN, that little logo stands for, is Best Action. But you can also see these are BST AXN because they have 31 points of articulation. I was trying to see where it said. I think it's here on the back. 31 points of articulation, so it's supposed to have some pretty good movement. You can see each of the brothers, they come with 4 hands. All the brothers come with 4 hands, an alternate head, and each their own weapons and accessories. So pretty excited to get in these. I've had these for a while. Like I said, I got these at Ross for $10 a piece, so $50 for all 5. I was just out running errands with my wife, and we ran into Ross, and I seen them there. I was like, man, $50 for basically $40 for all 4 turtles, and then let's just $50 for all 4 turtles and Casey. Why not? You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna go through and figure out how to review these because I have so many, and yeah, let's get into it. And just for review purposes, I'm just going to keep the camera angle like this because I have so many, and I kind of just want to be able to roll through them a little bit quickly. So I'm just going to give you all a quick look at all the boxes together in unison. And just starting off here, we have Casey Jones. And you can see that $10 price tag, the BST AXN logo right there. It's supposed to be for the 31 points of articulation. Like I said, the loyal subjects, they started out in 2009. And it seems like they've been going strong ever since. They have a pretty wide array of pulp culture and movies and shows, figures, stuff like that. Like I said, they do have some Last Avatar, the Airbender, the last Avatar, the Last Airbender figures, but this looks really good. The boxes are pretty nice too. I like the way that the presentation on these boxes are too. See all the accessories and everything that comes with it. It's got a little bio, of course. And the figures don't look bad. They definitely look a little on the cheaper side. But what do you expect for, $20? I couldn't pass them up for $10 though. But that being said, the one thing that I will say, and I'll show y'all with Raph here in just a second, all the turtles, when you look at this on the box, the eyes kind of have a meaner look. They have a little bit of a sharper tone on the eyes. And then when you look at the figure, it's kind of like, it looks a little goofy. And this is, you can see right here, they have, these are the ones that have their initials, the beginning of their letter on their belt, so you can tell which one is which. This is from those early 80s cartoons. So that is probably another reason why these figures are so brightly colored. But I've read that people have said that these feel cheap in hand. So I'm really curious. And then I've heard good things about them, so but for $10, I figured it was worth it. So I'm looking forward to seeing how these feel in hand. Like I said, these are my first Loyal Subjects figures. Got some cool box art right there, straight up 80s turtles right there, no doubt. And then the last one right here, we got Donnie. Like I said, the presentation looks great. Loyal Subjects got their packaging, their marketing is really nice. So I like the way it displays in the box, how they have all the accessories displayed. They all come with a piece of pizza, I believe. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Just Donnie. No, I'm sorry. They all do not come with a piece of pizza. Dang, Donnie comes with a piece of pizza, but Mikey doesn't. That's kind of strange. Huh. Well, anyways, I'll tell you what. Let's start getting into these, and we'll open them up. So all the turtles are out of the boxes. Yeah, fuck these boxes. Fuck them boxes. No, but I just wanted to give y'all a quick, better look at everything out of the box. There's Casey. I like how everything is tucked in nice and neat in here. Really nice display in the package. Looks like a little BST AXN sticker. That's pretty cool. So Casey looks great. We have Mikey here. Looking pretty awesome. Got every sticker looks to be a little bit of a different color. So that's pretty cool. Give you a quick look at the back as well. I didn't show y'all the back of Casey. That's kind of what I know. I should have taken them out of the plastic before I show y'all, but these have a lot of accessories. I just figured it'd be easier just to kind of give y'all a little quick look at everything. Ninja Star got his size, another different color sticker. There's the back of Raph. I like the light color green that they use for the skin, then go into that darker shell, that darker green for the shell. Looks very nice. There's Leo. There's the back. I gotta say, I do like the packaging on these little subjects figures. I'm not gonna lie. There's Donnie. There's the back of him. You can see. Only one that comes with a pizza. Kind of surprised that it didn't come with Mikey. That's kind of strange to me, but I'm gonna take my time and get all these accessories laid out so I can give you all a full view of everything out of the plastic. Check this out. I just dumped Casey out, and it's kind of like it's like a tray that fits into it, kind of like some NECA sets or figures. So that's really, I like that a lot. And just articulation wise, these are all the same buck, just different paint. These are the same exact bodies for the most part, other than slightly different. Well, no, now that I'm looking at it, the only thing that's really different, like you see how the belt doesn't wrap all the way around. Each one has different pieces. So the only thing that's different slightly is these different little overlay pieces. This is literally the only thing that's different on these figures. Here's the one that comes with Donnie. And then you can see Mikey's real quick for his nunchucks. Goes in the back there. These little pegs right here plug right into the holes on the back of the shell. So, and I was messing around with these for a few minutes before. I wanted to use Raph, actually. I was posing these around for a few minutes before just to kind of, like I said, these are my first Loyal Subjects figures, so I wanted to see how they felt in hand. And for $10, I'm happy to have them. But if I had paid $20, I would be kind of bummed out. These to me are not. I don't know, man. I don't want to say they're. I don't know. They are. I don't want. I didn't want to say that they're kind of cheap feeling, but they are kind of cheap feeling, to be honest with you. The plastic is very. Sorry, it's something on my beard right there. Cut blinds from. I get blind dust all over me because I cut blinds at work. But, anyways, the plastic is a little bit of a lighter feel. It doesn't really have any kind of weight to it, and the posability, even moving the plastic, stiff joints aren't a bad sign by any means, but just makes you nervous when you're doing it. But just starting off here, you can see these ball joints in the shoulders here, so you can get a T position. He does have butterfly joints, so that's pretty cool. Put the arm down, arm spin 360 degrees. There is bicep swivel right here. Sorry, keep it on camera, y'all. We have pinned double jointed elbows here. Get right about there. Just the sculpt kind of inhibits how far you can go with it. The arms just bunches up with the his elbow pad here. There's a horizontal hinge here on the left and right hand, two horizontal hinges. Not really a whole lot of head movement. Can't really get a lot of side to side. That's all you can get. Can't really look up or down that much either. That's all you're going to get. The shell is there's some decent paint on here. Like I said, well, I don't know. This is probably just cast in like a green plastic now that I'm thinking about it. And there's the red. I mean, the paint that is on here. Maybe I shouldn't say there's a lot of paint, but the paint that is on here is very cleanly done. However, if you look at his eyes, I think I was no, this one's not as bad. But if you look at this the alternate head for Raph here, you can kind of see the eyes are kind of offset a little bit. They're not printed on to the sculpt correctly, but not enough to where you can notice it from far away. You have to really look at it. But still staying here on articulation, we do have thigh swivel here. I'm a big fan of thigh swivel on my figures. You got a double dumbbell ball joint here in the hips, so you can get a decent range, decent wide stance. I wouldn't call it a full split. Also, we have pinless double jointed knees right here. Can't really get a whole lot. Same thing with the elbows. You just that the calf and the hamstring just bunches up against the knee pad or the elbow pad. He can kick out about that far in front of him. Not really a whole lot of kick back. The leg won't really go far back. It just bunches up into the sculpt, hits the shell. But a little bit of range far forward. The feet go down a lot. All the way down, and they come up a tad bit. No, not really any up motion, just mostly down. But as far as articulation goes, that is pretty much it. This shell is like plugged into the back. I don't know if I can get the camera to pick it up, but I don't want to pry it apart too much. But you can kind of see how there's a little pin going into the back. So it does. The shell's even got some movement too, just to allow for some movement, I guess, with a belt. It is glued onto the belt right here, though. And it looks like it's sculpted in where this little lip of the carapace, or no, this is the plastron. I'm sorry, not the carapace is the top of the shell. On the plastron's the bottom, but it's got a little lip right there for sculpting to hold the belt. It looks pretty good though. I'm happy to have it for $10. I wouldn't have passed them up, but I don't know if I would spend $20 on this, to be honest with you. I'm not the biggest Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan by any means, but I do dig them. I'll give y'all a real quick look at Mikey here. He looks awesome. So like I said, not really a whole lot of paint, but the color of plastics that they use are okay. Some people have called them cheap. Alternate head for Mikey. Here's probably the one I'll pop on them. I like this one. That looks good. The orange bandana is done very nicely. Here's Leo, real quick. And I'll give y'all a closer look in just a second. It was easier to kind of keep this angle filming this way. There's the alternate head for Leo. Kind of like this one. Looks cool. Again, very nice. Clean blue on the bandana. And here is Donnie. Light colors on all these figures. It's a very light purple here. But they do look decent. I'm sure once I get them posed up on the shelf, they'll look really nice. And I almost overlooked Casey. Man, and after messing with him for a minute, I think this may be my favorite figure out of the 5 that I got. Just giving you a quick look to see here. Looks really good. You can see here at the elbow, pinned double joints. Obviously, the joint looks awful. Like, that is very clunky looking. Not a very seamless joint, but it's hard to get away with stuff like that, especially on a fleshy figure like Casey here. But it got bicep swivel. Arms get up to a full T, no problem. And then you can see that it practically touches forearm to his bicep there. Arms do spin. Oh, where's the? There we go. Trying to actually, the shoulders actually really. This one goes in. What's going on with this shoulder? So is it user error or is it me error? Well, that me error is user error in that. For some reason, I can't get this shoulder to come down. He's like holding his arm out to the side, but this one moves just fine. So I don't know what's going on with this. That's strange. Got some mid diaphragm rotation and ab crunch, as well as waist swivel. Pinless double jointed knees, so you can get the calf to touch the hamstring no problem. He cannot really kick out in front of him that far. It starts butting up against the sculpt right here, as you can see. Can't really kick back. Same thing. You just see the back of his leg hitting his butt right there. Feet can go down a little bit, can go up just a smidge. Not too bad. But the paint on this one is a lot nicer. You can see this awesome, awesome mask right here. Not really any head tilt or anything on this figure. He just kind of goes side to side. But this looks awesome. Here, let me focus this in. That looks pretty damn cool. I'm not going to lie. But this is probably the one that I will pop on him. Try to get this focused in real quick. This one looks really good. This is your classic hockey goalie mask. Classic Casey look. Got some nice sculpt on the hair and the mask, though, I will say. But yeah, that's Casey. One thing on this Donnie figure, very loose joints on this one. Specifically his left arm bicep. But even just moving his shoulder, like it's kind of, you can see how that's stress on it. So you have to literally grab the shoulder joint and move it. So that's a little annoying. Just a real quick look. Here is Donnie. Here's the alternate hands that come with them. They're all the same sculpt that come with everybody. He does come with the piece of pizza, the slightly different back of the belt, and his staff, of course. Alternate head looks pretty nice, actually. I'll probably pop this one on there. Here is Leo. He comes with the sewer hatch, his belt overlay, same all four alternate hands, all the same sculpt. His katanas looking really nice. Got some nice gold and brown paint on there. Nice gray going on. And then looking at Leo's alternate head again, just real quick, which I'll get a better look at it. Really good looking alternate head. Here is Raph right here. Looking pretty badass. Got his 4 sets of hands. His size are right here. Got some nice brown and yellow on there. Okay, he comes with a little spearhead, his belt overlay, and then the ninja star. And then here is Raph's head right here. This looks really good. That red on the inside of the mouth looks nice, and the white on the teeth as well. Here is Michelangelo. Got some nice brown and yellow once again on his nunchucks. His alternate hands. I don't know what the thing. This came with, like, I actually forget what this is. I don't know if this came with the older. I don't know what this is, to be honest. I have to. Maybe I'll do some research and look it up. But here is his belt overlay right here for his nunchucks. And these are not bad looking figures by any means. They're a little cheap, little on the cheaper looking side, but here's Casey. Looking really dope, man. There's his hockey bag right here. Looking really sick. I like the ripped jeans on there in the sneakers. Here's the paddle, his nailed baseball bat, his alternate hands, the alternate head right there, which I'm probably going to pop on. But yeah, so those are the Loyal Subjects TMNT figures. These are just some of the ones. I do believe they have other iterations of the turtles and characters. And here's the reason why we don't have a whole lot of head movement. There is no hinge on this ball joint neck peg, and you can see it's just a regular old ball socket right here. So that's why we have limitedness in the neck and head mobility. So I'm going to be honest. I'll try to be as positive as I can be with figure reviews in my videos in general. But I gotta say, man, I'm a little bit these figures are fun, and I guess for $20 it's not bad. But then you just look at like other lines that you see, like McFarlane, or even back in the day Black Series, when those were retailing for $20 a piece, or even some McFarlane that are like $22 a piece. The quality of these I'm not very happy with. I gotta be honest with you. There's a lot of weak joints. A lot of the accessories are super gummy. Like Michelangelo's nunchucks are made out of this like weird foam material. Like trying to get one thing is the open hand, the kind of like gripping hand. It's very tight, which means that you're not going to lose your accessories. But like when you have gummy accessories, it makes them bend and warp and stuff like that. But I was trying to make this stretch out a little bit, like so, to make it look like it was more hanging, like an actual chain, other than just like swinging up. You know what I mean? Like the regular hook, like it is. Like that does not look natural, or unless he's like going to swing them up or something. But extremely gummy, made out of some weird foam material. Leo's katanas also very weird foam material, and Raph's size are super super gummy. Getting these into his hands, I was bending up the handles and shit. I had to straighten them back out. Very annoying and a bit of a letdown. Donnie's staff is a little bit better. It's a little bit more of a sturdy, little bit thicker plastic, but really this Casey figure trumps all the four brothers. I hate to say it. This nailed bat is very nice. It's a very thick plastic. It's hard to bend. Even his oh shit, is like his what is this called? I'm blanking on it now. Paddle for what was this, cricket or something? I forget. But it's got a, this one is even thicker, and it's fairly thin, as you can see. It's thicker than like any of the brothers accessories, especially the bat. It's very nice. And then his hockey basket here, it's like a very hard plastic. Like there's no give to it at all, except for the strap. The strap is a soft plastic. But other than that, the accessories being a little bit gummy, very cheap, thin plastic. Okay, this is probably the best figure out of all of them. And even then, I was having trouble with his right shoulder socket. I could not get it to come down by his side, kind of to make it look like a more natural pose. But for $20, these are kind of a letdown. But that being said, I got these at Ross for $10 a piece. So with that in mind, I'm very happy with these for $10 a piece. The most I think I would be willing to pay is like 15 for these. I hate to. I'm just being honest with y'all. The accessories are kind of lame, to be honest. They're very gummy. They look okay, but let's be honest, they could have had some better paint. And these are modeled after the 80s animated turtle, so I get why it's got the brighter colors, but these are also like just very glossy and shiny. Kind of looks like they just jumped out the sewer. I don't know. They're fun figures. They're fun. I will say that. They look okay. They look fun. They're cool looking. If you're a big 80s TMNT fan, I definitely recommend picking them up just for fun to have on the shelf. Maybe not retail. Like I said, I just don't see these being worth that. I hate to, like, just real quick. I'm barely touching this. Look how gummy that is. I'm literally just, look at that. I'm barely touching it, and it's so gummy. Even the handles, dude. So, and then I had to pop to get the heads on, which is not. This is no big deal or anything. There's a lot of lines you have to do this, but to get all four alternate heads on and their back belt overlay accessories, I had to put them all in hot water just to get them to fit. Getting these things now, Raph actually turned out pretty good, but you can see here on this side, it's. Oh, let me get this in focus. I didn't even. You can see on this side, it's got a very flush look to it, or pretty as flush as you can get for two separate pieces. But this one doesn't quite follow through on this side. You can also see, turn it this way, way more flush on this side. But I had to do this to all four of the brothers, so that was kind of annoying, to be honest with you. But not that annoying. Like that's expected if you have to heat up an accessory just to get like an alternate head. Plenty of people drop accessories in hot water just to kind of warp them back out or to bend them back out from being warped. But other than that, man, these are fun figures. If you happen to see them on discount, or like I did in like some consignment store, Ross or something, for pretty cheap, I'd pick them up then. But to be honest with y'all, for $20-something a pop, I just don't see the value in it. Let me just to be, and I did look these up. I know they're over $20 for sure. But sorry, I'm trying to get this to focus. Comparable. Okay, so they're $18. I'm sorry, $18. That's a little bit more. I don't know. Comparable value, $18, and the price. I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about these. I'm gonna say this. If I had to get these, if I would have had to pay $18 a piece for them, I probably would not have them. I hate to say that $8 would break me. You're gonna some people will probably be like, you're gonna let $8 this kind of take over whether you want to figure or not. But when you think about it, 8, 16, 32, that all adds up. That's $8 per figure that you got to think about. So, but that being said, I'm gonna try to pick out the positives. They look cool. They're fun. The paint on them is not terrible. They're not bad figures. They're just not great figures. I'm just gonna be honest with you. This is something I would give to like my little niece and nephew or something. They're very cheap feeling. I'm not gonna lie. After handling them for a few minutes now, doing this review, the plastic is not high quality plastic. You can clearly tell that. Gaps in some of the joints, specifically Donatello's right bicep connecting to his shoulder, very loose. Anytime you go to articulate the shoulder, the bicep is like wanting to separate from each other, so that's not good. But other than that, they're fun for $10 a piece. Like I said, it was worth it. But I hope you all enjoyed this little quick review today. So as far as old subjects go, I might need to buy a few more small figures just to kind of get a better idea of, just to kind of help gauge on whether these are shit or not, to be quite frank with you. This is my first impression, first time buying. Overall, like if I had to rate these on a 1 to 10 scale, I'd probably give them like a five, like a 5 or a 6. Maybe no. I'd say I don't want to be too generous. I was going to say 7, but no. I think a 5 to 6 is pretty decent. And I think even a 5, 6 is kind of being a little bit gracious in my opinion. Like these weapons should be made out of a thicker, harder plastic. They should not be as gummy as they are. And like the hands are super stiff. Like the plastic is made of a hard plastic, which is good, but it can be bad when you have gummy accessories. So it is what it is. I'm happy to have them. That being said, they're all going to be on my shelf now, so it is what it is. But I hope you all enjoyed this little subjects review. It was fun getting these out of the box. I've had these sitting in the box for months now, so I was really ready to kind of clear up some room and get these on the shelf. But I hope you enjoyed this review. Check out some other content if you did enjoy. I do mostly Star Wars: The Black Series, but I do NECA, DC Multiverse, Marvel Legends, anything else that I find cool, interesting, that I'm passionate about, that I want to share my thoughts and opinions on with y'all. But if you enjoyed this review, like I said, leave me a like and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. I hope you're having a great day or night whenever you're watching this. Thanks for watching.